Hey, my friend's building a website, chat-apt.com, and I've been helping him with his social media. And in this week's video, we just discussed about how to go viral so that you can get more users on your platform. Check it out.
Okay, so the format's going to be this. I'm going to bring up 4 startups that went viral, and we're just going to try to have a conversation by looking at their marketing schemes to figure out why they went viral and what we can adopt from each of these startups to ChatAPT. I have 4 startups here. There's Sizzle, which we already looked at, but we're going to look again for this video. Cluely, the Series. I don't know if you know about Series. And there's Style. Do you remember Style, the swipe app?
Style that app.
Yeah.
Style
You
app.
remember that?
I remember the name. I don't think I remember what they do.
Okay, we'll go for it. After we go through all of these, we're just going to explore what made them go viral and then what we should be adopting. And then at the end, I also want you to discuss updates that you pushed recently. We could use that on the social media, just post it out there. I think I want you to also explain the emphasis on, like, when you say, oh, it's been released in SF, what does that mean exactly? What are the features? And when you're talking about, like, emphasis on commute, like, why are you trying to engineer that so much? Why do you think it will be helpful for people? Yada, yada, yada. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about Sizzle.
So the app that's buying Uber Eats, I heard.
So Sizzle, the founder, claims that she got 5 million views on that video on Instagram with $0. And then from 3 videos, she got 75,000 new users. And by new users, it's not daily active users, it's downloads. And the video is basically this on Twitter.
Hi, my name's Alexa. I'm 27 years old, and I just quit my job to build a cooking app that I believe will be bigger than Uber Eats.
So she got 75,000 new users from this video.
From this video, yeah. Well, apparently 3 videos total, but she attributes, I think a lot of his success gets attributed back to this video. But yeah, there's a whole emphasis of, I believe, will be bigger than Uber Eats. I mean, the editing is nice and all. We did copy her recently on our latest post. Bless you.
I failed to copy her.
But we copied her editing style at least.
You think so?
A little bit. But yeah, her shots are very, like, nicely lit, varied, and she said also that she spent like a few hours editing this, and she would have hated herself had it not blown up, and then it actually blew up. I don't know if the editing has a big aspect to do with this, or the fact that she says something as outrageous as, I want to be bigger than Uber Eats, because it's super irrelevant to Uber Eats to begin with.
I mean, yes, I was thinking about this. The two things. I think it's not just this, because I think she's also been posting a bunch of other videos, right? So it's a combination of the other videos and this, that probably made her blow up. And also, yeah, I was thinking about this same thing. Is her app? I don't know if Uber Eats is a competition to her app.
Basically, her whole thing is, I want people to stop ordering food outside, so by saving recipes and actually cooking inside, they will be bigger than Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, half the battle is not actually cooking the food. Right?
yeah.
So I guess technically she's. I mean, another half of the battle is going outside, getting the groceries, right? I guess she's solving that part, but also, she's also assuming that, like, you probably need to go on TikTok to find the recipes. But then again, I guess her audience is already on TikTok. So I mean, I guess she probably already really knows her audience.
I think she used that outrageous sentence of, I believe we will be bigger than Uber Eats, and then it blew up. So then every other video now, she has one video about James Charles where the title is, we're all breaking up with Uber Eats. And then she's like, did he stutter? And it's like, James Charles is like a no pedophile, but like, it's like, but because he's making a point about Uber Eats, she like reposted the video, and then now it's like doubling down on the content, and like she's getting like 1,000 likes. You know what I mean? 49 comments, 200 bookmarks.
James Charles or what? I'm still stuck on that.
That's a side convo.
Why did that say so casually?
That's a side convo, buddy. That's YouTube drama. We're talking about startups right now. but yeah, the whole thing is doubling down on Uber Eats, and I think because a few videos went right with that combination, she's just been trying to recreate it again.
So okay, so yeah, she said she's using the Uber Eats anchor as a way to like propel what she's saying.
Yeah, like from a marketing perspective, I'm trying to understand like how can we adopt what she's doing. Is it like should we be saying something outrageous to get attention about?
So I there's kind of leeways into Cluely because like, I think Cluely's also doing the same thing.
Okay.
If you go into like the Cluely founders, social media, Instagram, like they make these outrageous claims, and like
cheat on everything.
Yeah, or like if you just go to the Twitter of like Roy, I think Roy that's his name. If you go to his Twitter, he has like outrageous claims on there. Like it's just like outrageous tweets. You know, I think the last video they posted is like, oh, you're gonna get paid from $35,000 to one. Look at this one, $200 per hour for software engineer.
And they do also on the social media show who they're hiring, right? Like they're showing the interns, and I saw on not to go from Sizzle to Cluely so quickly, but one of the really highly viewed videos is of them talking about said intern. I think people are interested in like, oh, we just hired our first intern, right? Intern number 1. And almost 6,000 likes, 330,000 views on Instagram. Are they lying and people are gobbling that up, or is that the truth? $200 an hour for an intern is what?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of it is like, I mean, they maybe, I don't know if they're paying that much, but like, definitely like I know, especially that guy Roy. I know he puts his rage bait stuff on Twitter. Just I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he's gotten me a couple of times with the rage bait stuff.
Okay, so like, so to get attention on Twitter, it's rage bait. So just say things that are mega outrageous.
Like yeah, or like I think they just released a video saying that they're paying up to $1 million for somebody to make a video for them. I'm like, first of all, that's like 1/10 of your fundraising.
Okay, that means like whatever the Sizzle girl is going, just like go like 10x. Whatever the Sizzle girl is saying, like 10x.
Yeah, so I think some things that would be just to say outrageous shit.
Okay.
Like just 100x whatever the reality is, and then just spew it on X.
Okay, I'm gonna note that down. Okay, so from Sizzle, I guess the formula is good editing plus saying outrageous things, or just saying outrageous things. What do you think?
For Sizzle?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely the format. A lot of hooks in there as well. I don't know. She was very personable, I guess.
Personable.
Yeah.
Okay. Just being like, I just quit my job to start the startup, and
not just that, but like also you also don't really see that many female founders. One.
Emphasis on the minority group you belong to.
Yeah,
You'll see that in the next in one of the other startups I bring up. So that's a to note.
I mean, I'm not attributing all that to her, but like to that, but like if there's probably a factor. Obviously, there's a lot of hooks in there. I just quit my job. It's only bigger than Uber Eats. You know, it kind of gets people attention. It's provocative. It gets the people going.
Oh. Okay, so how should we adapt this? Video format, What minority group do you belong to? That we can
I'm not a minority.
gra-
No. No, what minority group I belong to.
Okay, black. We put black founder in there.
Black.
Okay.
I mean, I think for us, I think we can, like, I mean, I'm not very good at. I mean, I'm not very good at saying outrageous shit, but like, I think we can probably tap into like Gen Z, you know. By that I
Like
mean
outrageous things about Gen Z people. Like, what do you mean?
like the platform is for Gen Z, right? So like, we'll probably have to like follow TikTok trends or something, right? But yeah, I mean, I think we'll probably have to go more the Cluely route of being like we need somebody to help us make a video. We will pay like $200 per hour.
What about personable? You said personable about the sizzle person, right? Like what? Like how we should be able to put that in a bottle, right? That's capturable. Like this conversation right now. That's bringing personality, right?
I mean,
Because
a lot of her message is like, "Let's do this together." I don't know if you realize that she's like, um, you know, groceries are expensive. So she kind of like it's kind of rallying like a movement, right? And it's just like I believe we can do this with my app, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take one for the team."
I'm gonna take one for a team and become a billionaire. So
Well, I was
you
like,
guys,
I want to take one for the team too.
okay,
I'm gonna take one for the team, and we need to you need to be part of this movement where groceries are expensive and blah blah. And yeah, and my app is the only way we can all do this together.
okay,
You know what I mean?
okay, okay.
I
That's
it's like yeah, I feel like there's another part about being personable.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
That's
not
pretty good.
personable. I'm a psychopath. I gotta I gotta take personable classes. I gotta start going to Toastmasters.
Well, being a psychopath is a good trait to be a founder. So you're on a good path. Okay, moving on to Cluely.
Ah,
That's the first video that went viral for this guy is posting that he just dropped out of Colombia and then showing his air mattress.
another
And
hook.
then so the hook is what? That he's like down bad.
I mean, like dropped out. I judge dropped out. Quit my job. Like those are like pretty intense things to do, right?
Okay.
And pretty intense things to say.
So like vulnerability in the down badness.
Not just vulnerable, but they're pretty like they're catchy. You know,
Interesting.
I just quit my 6-figure job to start a startup that makes no money. Like people are gonna
Wait, he was in college, no? It wasn't dropout?
no, but I'm just saying like if you seen like those like YouTube like, for example like what was that one Tech Lead, remember Tech Lead from YouTube?
Yeah.
And he started this whole trend of I just quit my 6-figure job from fame. You know? And then he used to get a lot of views.
Okay.
And I feel like he's probably the one that started the whole thing and then like and now it's being applied to like YouTube shorts.
So I see. So it's like I just quit this thing that's like super conventional to do this unconventional thing and follow my journey.
Yeah, but not only that, like it needs to be like something that most people want. Most people want to be a fang, but this guy just quits it. This guy, a lot of people. I think Columbia's an Ivy League, right?
Yeah, I think so.
But a lot of the team here, I guess, they're like, oh, I just dropped out of Columbia. You know, it's like it has to be like prestige. Like it can't be some stupid shit like, oh, I just quit being a garbage man. Like no.
I mean, to say that is unconventional is pretty silly because I mean it looks special on Instagram, but like if you look at all these Ivy League schools, these guys drop out like all the time. This guy, ethnically speaking, is not a minority, right? Neither him or his co-founder. They're both building a tech app, AI related, nothing special. That's where the money is at right now. But the story on Instagram makes it like you want to follow, you want to root for them. Is that it?
Not just want to root for them. You might also want to hate them. So like,
Okay.
the attractive type of people, like people that are like, oh yeah, go Cooley, or like some people are like, fucking Cooley, bro. What did they even do? It's so stupid. Like either way, those people that are hating on them are still following them.
Mm-hmm.
They hate on them even more, And it just
Okay.
looks like just being outrageous. Like if look at one of the videos when he's posting about his dinner is like white rice and chicken.
Right.
You know,
I see. Yeah.
it's just a lot of outrageous shit. Like I'm sure he's not eating white rice and chicken every day. Like dude's probably ordering In and Out and shit.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. I also see there's a consistency in the posting schedule. 3 days ago,
Oh really?
4 days ago, 5 days ago, and it's like very low quality videos compared to the Sizzle girl because it's just recording what's going on around me. It's very easy to.
I mean, the Sizzler Girl also has some low quality videos. I think with when they go out, a lot of the time they would go out and then they would ask people like, "How much do you spend a week on groceries?" You know, kind of how I was talking to you last time. Like we should ask people like, "Let's do your apartment tour" or something like that.
Yeah, like she's doing men on the street.
Yeah,
Okay.
she has like followings from there as well. So that definitely was a lunch pad.
Bless you.
Okay.
Okay. So we said the formula for Cluely is catchy. They quit a safe route to do something unconventional. They also tend to say outrageous things. What can we extract from Cluely into chat-apt?
Raise $20 million in funding,
Easy.
and then act like you're God.
Okay. Cool.
Did you not watch the latest video?
The video, the highly edited one.
No, like I think it came out today or something. Oh yeah, they're hiring somebody for $1 million. You didn't see that?
No.
Go on Roy's page.
Company you've ever seen. We're a team of community college students, Ivy League dropouts, and voice cousins.
If you're Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Mongolian, or Filipino with an IQ of 145 or above and you're the absolute best in what you do, this job is for you.
What?
Just outrageous shit. Like,
If you're Asian and you have a high IQ, come. Holy moly. That tickled my funny bone for sure. They do create this whole like high acceptance rate thing into this company, even though it's like kind of silly. Like 0.01 acceptance rate. They showed their office and stuff. It's very interesting.
yeah, they're giving off like we are the next like open AI.
Yeah, it's kind of like building aura.
Huh?
They're
Yeah.
building aura.
Yeah, definitely. They're putting so much money into the marketing of this thing, and in video creation. I don't know why, but
Interesting.
I guess like if it's a consumer startup, I guess that makes sense. But like I felt like just too much at some point. It doesn't.
Okay.
The product work well.
So I'll add also that we need to build aura.
Also,
Okay, so from Cluely, we have to raise $20 million, act like we're God, Aura Farm. And also, is there something that you did that's like conventional, but then you dropped, and then people can be like, wow, he did this crazy thing to build his startup. Like, this is so impressive. I want to follow this guy's journey, or I want to hate on this guy?
I mean, not really. If I quit my job, it would be something. I'm getting paid a decent amount of money,
Yeah.
and you know, um,
Quit that. Try quitting it.
just start doing it
Just
with no funding. See how
just abandon your safety net. Yeah, just for cloud, for aura. Okay, cool. Next is Series, and Series is this first AI social network app that went viral on LinkedIn. And after they went viral on LinkedIn, they proceeded to raise $3 million, which is record breaking for Ivy League schools, especially for Black founders. And they just raised money super quickly because their video went so viral that there was a teaser video posted on LinkedIn went viral within the college entrepreneurial community, leading to over 20,000 messages exchanged on the platform within a single week. So then they raised $3.1 million.
I never heard of this company.
Yeah, there's a huge emphasis on the founders, Nathaniel Johnson, and it's again because of a minority thing. From what I see on LinkedIn from my activism friends is that they're really impressed that guys that look like this were able to raise money in the startup space. That's like the main catchy thing that's getting people's attention, from what I can tell. But I want your take on this first.
Look like this. I mean, they're light skinned. No, I'm kidding. What is this? The first AI social network? I'm trying to understand what it is.
Basically, I can show a trailer. Let me.
I'm trying to look at this trailer right now. Yeah, I need to open iMessage.
Yeah, basically, it's like you communicate with this AI, and then this AI knows about your professional life on campus and stuff. And then the AI, other people also have their own AI, and then the AI will be like, oh, based on your professional background, I also know this other guy based on his algorithm that I've determined, and you guys will be able to network and connect and accelerate effectively together. So then they ask, do you guys want to connect? It's like smart suggestions, basically.
So the AI is just asking for AI. You're just asking the AI for other people.
Okay, let's role play this, right? Let's say you are in your entrepreneurial group at your college, and I am in my engineering group in my college, and you are trying to build something like let's say you're trying to build an app. Let's say you're trying to build chat-apt, right? And then in my engineering class, I am working on map-related products. And then I'm asking my AI a lot of like map-related products. I'm asking it to organize my calendar, my schedule based off of the maps project. And then you are working on chat-apt. And then both these AIs, they manage to communicate to be like, oh, you guys could be a good match. If you guys meet and talk ideas, you might actually this might be professionally worthwhile.
I see.
I think actually, I don't know.
Asking the AI through message.
They did demo it that like you communicate with it via like call. There's a video that they posted on LinkedIn where like the guy in the middle of a presentation gets a call from the AI, and then he stops the presentation to take the call from his AI, and I'm like, that's just wrong. Like if my AI is calling me in the middle of a meeting, that's just bad. But that's the demo. And then he talks to the AI.
It's interesting. I know that Watch is just funding a company that's kind of similar to this, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Like basically, if you're in a group chat with your friends, like you know how me, you, Brian, and Chintan are in a group chat, we can add an AI to the group chat, and then the AI could just like answer questions and stuff.
Oh, like when are these weddings due? And then whenever you're asking the question. Yeah.
Like, hey, did Byron get invited to the?
So I think the part that went viral in this is the unconventionality of how the founders look like, on top of the idea being something that people are interested in. Like 20,000 messages after a video goes out is pretty significant, right? Like people clearly were interested. The message was clear enough where people were like, let me go check out what this is. They also do this thing where they go college to college and they try to promote as much as possible on the streets and stuff, like just tell students to use it, sign up, use it on the grounds, which is I don't know how we would implement that at chat-apt.
I mean, we're gonna have to, like, it has to be the apartment tour thing, or like things related to that. Like when last time when I posted my apartment tour on social media, but then under the comment I said specific things like this is 2 minutes away from the blue line, 4 minutes away from thing, and I think that type of format people like with the specific like points of interest because that's what the AI also excels at. So that be something that differentiates it, you know, rather than the current apartment tour.
Okay, so in the video, just be like really specific, just so that people understand the value of it.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And where did you see that happen? Like TikTok, Instagram? Where did the engagement happen?
TikTok, I think.
I did see that video was like the most viewed video on TikTok, like 1,000 or something, compared to everything was like in the hundreds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't figured out TikTok yet.
Yeah,
Get more
TikTok is weird.
Get more engagement on. I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I get more engagement. See, I get more engagement with reels. It's like you get engagement with your followers with TikTok. You get engagement with your non-followers. It's so
Yep.
weird.
Yeah.
Man.
I think TikTok also counts a valid view for the monetization program as if the video appeared on someone's For You page. So I think that's why they kind of emphasize whether your video can cycle through the For You page or not. Speaking of who's big on TikTok, is James Charles, the pedophile we mentioned earlier. Like he's big on TikTok, and he consistently gets like tens of millions of views per video.
Really?
So, yeah, something to learn there from him. I don't know whether promoting on LinkedIn for us makes any sense.
Probably not.
Yeah, I know some real estate agents love to post on LinkedIn, but it's usually flex about how much money they made by selling all these places or like whatnot. But it's not really a place to be discussing other than posting about technology.
Yeah,
Right.
our users is not on LinkedIn. Their users is on LinkedIn. We need to
Yeah.
We need to be posting on like forums, like blog, like Reddit has been really successful. Facebook,
Okay.
Craigslist. That's where people are actively on. Like, I think one of the most successful things that I've been doing is a lot of people they go on Reddit like I'm looking for this near this it needs to be this. And I literally just copy the whole paragraph and then paste it into chat-apt and then comment that link. And that will
Yeah.
and that will bring in like 15 users. Just that link alone. You know? There's just that
Yeah.
one link will bring like 15, 20 users.
Interesting.
I don't do it often because I don't want to be spammy, but like
And where do you do that? On Reddit? Okay.
because people on Reddit they come like, oh, does anyone have any suggestions for this, and a bunch of
Yeah. I think we need to try to see if we can reach out to moderators so that it can be part of auto moderator link. Like if people ask us question, the auto moderator can just detect it and be like, well, if you're looking for something really specific, just use this.
Yeah, I think partnerships is gonna be a key here. Like with influence, like with where this audience goes to solve their issue, right?
Yeah.
So like influencers, for example, like maybe having like there's a lot of like forums on Reddit about apartments, and maybe you know how like on the sidebar you can like link to another
Yeah.
subreddit that could be useful too, or maybe having the link in the subreddit's bio. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. Like, I've been thinking like, what is the best way to consistently bring it? To set up like a pipeline for user acquisition, like for free. And I think it might be partnerships because like posting links on Reddit does not scale.
For sure. Yeah. You can do that once or twice. I was thinking about how to scale, but once you choose to scale, you'll get banned for sure. Or, I mean, the API doesn't exist anymore, even. So there's no way to think of solutions there.
Yeah, so we think about like a systematic way to consistently get in front of the audience.
Yep.
I mean, I don't even know how Chloe does it though. I don't know if their audience is Gen Z, cheat on everything. Because like I think a lot of their audience is probably salespeople.
Are they B2B or B2C?
They beat at everything.
But like for now, what have they built?
I mean, you go, anyone can use Cluely, but I think a lot of the customers are enterprise, like sales teams and stuff.
I see. Yeah, I would see how this would make more sense because, like, in general, because this thing records your screen, right? And then it gives you answers based off of that. Here's your call, feeds you answers in
No,
real
I don't
time.
record the screen. You just talk, and then it just.
Oh no! It says sees your screen.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here's your call. Yeah, I see like the demo that they're showing, like what tech stack are we using? It makes sense to be B2B. Like especially I know in B2B whenever salespeople get asked technical questions, they're like, I'll have to defer to the engineer. We'll invite him on the next call next week. And then it's like such a whole waste of time if they're unorganized or bad or like non-tech salespeople. So I get where this can be useful for sure.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, but a lot of the content is not for B2B. So I wonder how they're getting. I mean, I think the long term vision is consumer though.
I see. I mean, the thing with working in the startup scene is that a lot of people are pretty young. So your customers might be other young people building startups that consume Instagram videos, who might be founders who raise millions of dollars, but they still watch brain rot reels at the end of their days, and they see the dude, whatever his name is, and then they're like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe that'll be useful for us.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, I guess yeah, I wanted to bring up series also because do you think that the people's swagger has anything to do with why people got interested in this?
Exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
Probably. It seemed like Ray shimmered. It looked like a bunch of Ray shimmereds. Little light skin.
Rich what?
Ray shimmered.
Oh, Rich Murmur. Okay, yeah.
You know, I
Alright.
they look like rappers. Okay, imagine. I mean, yeah, you don't typically see young black good-looking founders raising $1 million. So
Right.
probably
Okay.
using their
Cool.
advantage. But like, yeah, I mean that's why I usually have my durags on.
Okay, so
But also, I mean, both to be unconventional, but like also, I mean, yeah, I want my waves to be cooking as I'm working on my startup.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of startup founders, they end up like being very styleless
Yeah.
because you're grinding so hard that you don't have time to commit on your fashion. Speaking of style, uh, these guys have been, yeah, thanks. So they got acquired for 7 figures. Um, 7 figures means anywhere between 1 million to $9 million.
You know that?
They haven't posted in 23 weeks. How do I know that? In this video, they say this. We just sold style for, and then they say in the audio for 9 figures. Not nine, 7 figures. I mean.
To who?
Yeah, I tried looking it up before this call, but it's undisclosed. It's undisclosed the amount and it's undisclosed the buyer. So it's a little annoying like that. I want to know more. But yeah, they get acquired. So yeah, 2.1 million people watch this guy. 75,000 followers. He was posting pretty viral videos. 4 million views, 7.1 million, 12 million. The main video was just a basic demo where it was like, hey, if you're a girl who opens her laptop in class, but instead of taking notes, you're just shopping for clothes, this is for you. And that was really relevant because when I was in college and I would see people's laptop being open, girls were always shopping and guys were always flipping sneakers on eBay. Like that was always the thing in my classes. So I feel like that sentence kind of resonated with a lot of people.
What is this app?
It's basically you shop online for clothes, but it has the Tinder mechanism of swipe left, swipe right. And then if you like something, you just swipe up and it goes to your cart. And it's just,
Tinder for clothes?
yeah, basically.
Is this still a thing?
Yeah.
It is?
I mean, he did it and people used it. I don't know like how popular it got, but he would go around his campuses and people in the classrooms, people in the hallways that he was interviewing were always like, "Oh, yeah, I already am a user. I already use this." So he was also very trendy. He would always jump on all these trends, and then he was always very funny, I must say, consistently funny.
Really?
Yeah. And sometimes he might be staging something, like he was sitting at this airport, and then he saw that this person sitting behind him was watching his videos on Instagram. So then he posted it on Instagram, and that's like his most viewed video, 12 million views. Probably staged, but like still, it got him some traction. So yeah, and also one other thing that I wanted to point out about him was that the videos are pretty low quality, but he was very consistent about posting.
So how long with all these people? What is the time span between the first video and then the last video?
That's a very good point. I will.
Or maybe even in the middle of the video, like, because one of the people that I was talking to from my Steve co-founder matching, the marketing guy said that like it's gonna take me like years to build a following.
Really? Why would he say that?
I don't know. This is how it is. It takes years to build a following, but
Let's prove him. Let's prove him wrong. Let's prove him wrong. But for this guy, the issue is that sometimes people tend to delete their content. So I will have to dig up.
What date is this one?
So this one was 64 weeks ago.
Okay, and what was the latest one?
The latest one was 23 weeks ago.
That's not even that long.
Yeah, 40 weeks, like a year.
You were just posting a lot.
Yeah, he was just posting. I saw he was posting at least 2 to 3 times per week. But like the videos were very there were like memes that were going around at the time, and then he would just jump on the memes and make it his version and put his startup in the middle as a joke. But the jokes were very good, like good enough to blow up. Like, look at this, like 75K, 100,000, 86,000.
What are the jokes that's so funny though?
What was that?
What are the jokes that's so funny?
Okay, this one, he's like, I'm the oldest sibling. Of course, I went to medical school so my brother could be unemployed. And then he's like, I'm not unemployed. I told you I'm a startup founder. And then the sister's roasting. And then he promotes the app. Right? It's kind of like shameless a little bit. And it's also funny because it's unexpected by the end.
Interesting. What you're saying is, I need to apply to Streamer University. Okay. So I need to be a streamer and I need to be a founder.
Yeah, at least,
I have the
least.
personality of a streamer, and I also need to to have the technical chops.
Okay, personality of a streamer might be like more like you might want to have an entertaining personality. Like, you're pretty entertaining, you're a pretty funny guy. You just need to be able to like try to translate that in a video format. Like, try to go to freaking improv school or something. Like, learn like stand up, learn how to do skits and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, another idea I was thinking is like these hooks is cool. Like, for example, like I let AI be where I'm gonna be for the next year.
That was pretty good.
What is it too? But another one I was thinking like, I took a vacation. Like I let AI like a spontaneous vacation, for example. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, but I guess that will work. I guess that will only be thingy if it supported Airbnb, which might go viral actually.
Or you could say something like,
Like I didn't know what to go for vacations, so then if it supported Airbnb, I would be like, where can I go for this, this, and this? You know what I mean?
okay, so maybe finding out like a good hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can work on those, figure out how to get hooks that are consistent, that are good, and sometimes that can also be enraging.
Yeah. So it's hooks.
Yeah, basically. Do you want to break down the updates that you've been working on and the reason behind your updates?
Yeah. So beside bug fixes, this weekend the biggest thing was chat-apt now supports public transportation searches in, let me check, in SF, Boston, New York, DC.
For what specific lines?
All the trains.
Okay.
I tried incorporating buses, but it became quickly a mess because buses have like thousands of stops. They overlap each other. They're not very structured.
Yeah.
And also, I realized that most of the queries, I mean, almost all queries were like, I need to be next to a certain stop. Maybe there be like one or two queries that needed to be next to a stop with a bus, you know. So it was, the effort was not worth the reward. So I love buses for now, but like, if you want to live near close proximity to any train station in any of the 5 major cities, SF, New York, Chicago, DC, and I think Boston, it would work with chat-apt. So that was a pretty big update.
So why was there such a huge emphasis to get this out for the train stations? Have users been trying to find housing close to these places?
But yeah, because a lot of I would say like 85% of the searches incorporate being next to a certain either a certain public transportation stop or along the route of a certain public transportation stop. So like along the route of some of the red line or like near a certain red line station. You know what I mean? So like obviously there's other stuff they want to be next to, but like that was a big one. That's a big one.
Okay.
And that's why I haven't really marketed in other cities because I know it wasn't gonna work. But
Yeah.
now I can, right? Now I can market in other cities. So
I guess also the demographic you're targeting, which is like people that just freshly graduated from college and are moving to big cities to work. They like. Do you want to break down that logic?
yeah. So our users are people under 35. If you're over 35, sorry, you can use the app. Nah, I'm kidding. I think anyone that can be the app can be useful for, but like yeah, people that are targeting are people under 35 because there's kind of like two demographics here. There's like the freshie out of college, which we are not so anymore, but like these are people like they just got out of college, they just got a new job. They're like, oh, you know, lifestyle is really important to me. Right now, I'm spending a lot of time trying to find apartments, but like maybe that time could be cut in half with this tool. That's the first user set. And those people are probably 22, 23, maybe 24. And then the next people from 23 to 35. So these people are young professionals. They're working. They're moving between cities. Just like me and Baron. Moving between cities, trying to figure out their life. They haven't bought a house yet. Most of them haven't bought a house yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these people, they can also use this tool. So yeah, so I would say like young millennials and Gen Zs.
Okay. Cool. Right now, just last question before we end. But what are your honest aspirations about ChatAPT? Like, what are your wishes as to what it can grow to be as a business, as a product?
I want to be able to buy Cooley. That's it.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know. I mean, I think I've one of my. I think something I've always wanted to do since college was start a consumer company. Um, in college, I didn't know much about starting companies. I just knew how to build products. So I built a lot of products in college, but I didn't really know how to distribute it. But I think over time, over just building a bunch of products, I learned how to do it, kinda. And I also kind of learned like what type of ideas can kind of go viral with consumers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, so like, I mean, I think this is not the time to do it because there's like a tech shift, right? So with tech shift, you know, all the ideas that were taken before, like Zillow, for example, or that they were taken before, you can reimagine it now
Yeah.
with new technology. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not like. I don't know if it's bad to say, but I'm not attached to the idea. You know,
Yeah. I mean, that's you shouldn't be attached to the idea. So
I'm not attached to the idea. What I am attached to is building a good product for consumers. And I think this is right now. This is the way to do it. I think, but like I'm sure the idea is going to change in a month or so, not in a month, in a year, maybe.
Oh.
You know, I mean, I've talked to you about different like ideas in the space, right?
Yeah.
But like, but yeah, I mean, just for it to be a $1 billion consumer product,
Okay.
and
Cool.
I can buy Cooley. I want to
Okay,
have
yeah.
a power to buy Cooley.
Damn.
Or-
Burning bridges on episode 1.
What do you mean? I'm not saying business. Cooley just gave me as an intern.
True.
I also wouldn't mind getting acquired by Zillow.
Right.
You know? Because I mean, I think Zillow is such a cool company. Like, I listened to the podcast about how this started.
Yeah.
It's like Zillow and Redfin. Like, any company that's able to disrupt the real estate business, because the real estate business is so like it's so archaic, you know. So any company that can like disrupt the MLS,
Yeah.
pretty cool. So like, uh, you know, if Zillow is like, oh, can this be like a subsidiary of
So,
Zillow?
so
Like,
in your head, for what would be needed for a company like Zillow to notice you and your company and to wanna need to implement this? Like, what are some things that you need to be working towards? I think number one is like growing an audience, I guess, which is like what we've been discussing, going viral.
growing audience, revenue probably. Yeah, getting. I mean, just having a lot of users and revenue.
Do you think that building a unique user experience that is like recognizable to your brand would be something that's like, okay, like Zillow, if they have no choice but to acquire us, or they have to copy it and then get criticized by the audience for copying something instead of figuring something on their own?
Oh, you mean like, oh, like what critical point was Zillow want to acquire? Is that the kind of what you're saying?
Yeah.
Probably branding. I am sure Zillow has all the tech people that they need to build something like this themselves.
Yeah.
But it will probably be like branding and like just users. They'll essentially be buying the users, right? Or buying back the users after I take it away from them.
Buying what?
They're buying back the users after I take.
Oh, buying back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I
True,
mean?
true. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so probably be like just the a team, you know, buying a team. So like, yeah. So if we have like a team, branding, and users, yeah, yeah, branding is probably the most important thing. So like, it's something I need to take more importantly. Like, it's crazy that I just came up with an icon like last week. I was using the Versal icon this whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know.
The favicon, it changed now?
Yeah, it was a Versal icon before.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's not really my strongest suit, but like I think that's something I need to think. So I think for the next few weeks, I'm gonna take a step back from the tech a bit, and
Yep.
then work on like the more personable aspect of the product.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the
Cool.
tech is good enough for now.
Okay. Cool.
Just
All right.
fixing bugs along the way, stuff like that. But no, probably no more feature updates for now.
Okay. Cool. All right. That's it.
We're
Let
done.
me stop recording. Yeah. Stop.